Saskia from rawfreedom.co.uk, and today I'm going to be demonstrating one of my favourite soups. It's pea and mint. I liked it cooked, I love it even better raw, and it's so simple. Literally you're just chucking it all in to your blender jug or container like I'm going to do today, and blending it all up with some water. So for those of you who've been watching my videos for a while, you know that usually I use my amazing blend tech, which I'm totally in love with. It's so quick and so fast, but it's a high-speed blender that costs around £400 or £500. And today I don't have my high-speed blender, so I'm actually using my hand blender, and it's so nice to be reminded actually how you can do all these recipes with just a simple piece of kit like this. You don't need a fancy high-tech piece of equipment. So yeah, I'm really enjoying using my hand blender today. So here we've got 2 handfuls of frozen peas that I've defrosted. In the summer, when it's the right season, obviously you can use fresh peas, but when the peas aren't in season, you can just use frozen peas. Now, strictly speaking, frozen peas aren't actually raw. They've been flash steamed when they've been harvested to maintain, so that they can kind of last longer. But everything else going in is raw, and they've literally only been cooked for a fraction of a minute, so there's still a lot of goodness in them. So then we're going to be putting in the white part of a spring onion. So when I say the white part, what I really mean is the pale part, not the dark green part. And the reason why I use the pale part of the spring onion, for those of you that haven't heard this before, is because it's much easier to digest. It's the easiest part of the onion family to actually digest. So if you find that onions repeat on you, then you may well find that actually the white part of spring onions is absolutely fine. So the white part of 1 spring onion, half an avocado. When you're using avocados, the best way to tell if they're ripe is there should be a slight give under your thumb when you press. If you're unsure, when you actually cut round, like I just did with the avocado, you can twist it, and if it doesn't come away, it means it's not ripe enough. So just leave it where it is, leave the 2 halves together, and leave it to continue ripening. If you split like that, if you actually wrench it apart, it won't ripen anymore. So just keep the 2 halves together. And once it's ripe, it'll just come away easily like that one did. So scoop out the flesh of your avocado into your blender jug. And we're going to be adding 5 mint leaves. And to this, we're going to be putting in half a teaspoon of salt, and I use mineral salt, as you know, pink Himalayan salt, because it's got so many amazing minerals in it and it's incredibly good for you. And then we are putting in the water. So literally we've got here 100 millilitres of cold water, which we are going to add our boiling water to. So here's the boiling water. You just top that up to 300 millilitres. And whilst you're doing that, the bowl that you're going to serve the soup in, just fill that up with hot water as well. And what that does is that heats the bowl up so that when you put your soup in, it doesn't suck out the warmth from the actual soup. So the reason why we mix the hot and the cold water is so that it's not too hot to actually cook, but it's warm enough to be nourishing and comforting in that way that we like soup to be. And then you're just going to blend. You might be noticing that I'm kind of stopping the blade from going onto the bottom of the jug, because quite often if it sucks onto the bottom of the jug, it's difficult to actually get everything blended. So I'm just, with my hands, supporting the blade so it's a bit above the bottom of the jug, so it blends easier. So once you've got it all creamy and smooth, you just empty the hot water from your bowl, put it in there for now, and put your soup in. And I kind of like my soup to look pretty, so I tend to do like just a drizzle of olive oil and a little sprig of mint to decorate the top. And there you have the most divine soup, made in literally under 5 minutes, I think.